Detroit team coming off of a loss, losing at Minnesota on Sunday. Couple of days off. Thompson, a hard take, and there is Holmgren immediately affecting it as Wallace will get it in. Up top, J-Dub wastes no time, fires right over the top of Schroeder, and that's how the Thunder get on the scoreboard to open up this game. And SGA surveys with Harris defending, goes right to the cup, and somehow had enough spin on it despite all the defenders. That's a play that the Thunder really like to run on defenses that overplay. And SGA yet again, almost the exact same play. Dort had the defense on Hardaway on the other end. Thompson trying to check SGA. Holmgren got run off the three-point line. He'll take it himself right through the seams of Detroit's defense for the jam. Gotta feel good for Holmgren. He's had some low-scoring outputs the last couple of games. What a block out of bounds by J-Dub right up there on Harris. You mentioned habits in the game on Monday, Michael, and that's one of those plays that they just do not give up anything. That's part of the Thunder's DNA as Duran got stripped on the way up. Now it's in the hands of SGA trying to start the break. Wallace, they go up top to Holmgren. Big time spike. When they got extra aggressive.
Yeah, absolutely. And they cut that lead from 14 down to just 1. How about another block at the rim, this time by Chet Holmgren at Oklahoma State. First All-Star appearance, too, as the Thunder again dig out a turnover. Man, look at Chet just going hard down the, my goodness. Can be a streaky shooter, but he's also a really good shooter, too, in all fairness.
Dort, same spot, has some space and drills it. Game Monday night when he had a season-high 12 assists. The cut, J-Dub was ready for it. Another deflection and another steal. Holmgren waiting for some teammates. Looking for the cut, there is Wallace, and he's able to sneak in for the layup as Holmgren found him.
Miraculous turnaround they've had in just one season.
Stabilize this team. There's another turnover, another steal. Wallace down the floor, and a lay it up and in with Schroeder right on his hip. That they have utilized all season long, that physicality, aggressive mindset. They had the worst record in franchise history last year with just 14 wins. There is another cut. This time it's on the baseline. Big to big. Kenrich Williams able to finish it off. As Kenrich outside, gave it back to Jones again. Oh, what a two-person game. And they finally find a crease to get the right shot up.
That's just an excellent pocket pass. A lot of times those balls can get deflected. Just like that, it got deflected.
Shea is going to beat everybody down the floor off the turnover.
He's done a fine job since 2014.
Thunder done a fine job so far in this game. There's more action, big to big. First play of the second quarter. Hartenstein got a little greedy. Thompson was waiting for it, 2-on-1. Duran tried to go up top. Hartenstein got back on defense just enough for the deflection.
The charity stripe. Thunder still plus 14 as they were at the end of the first quarter.
Beasley squares the shoulder, misfires again. But Hartenstein, who's such an offensive hub, particularly at the top of the key. J-Dub off the deck, pulls up, mid-range shot right over Schroeder, and he sticks it. Offensively and defensively, and it shows when he won 10 consecutive. Trying to make it 11, making plays like that is this time Hartenstein the beneficiary.
I know what both coaches at halftime are going to be talking about. Keeping one another off that free throw line.
Well, both teams trying to set the tone as there is a beautiful wheel route.
Well, that good solid ball movement and bodies moving without the basketball. Here's another drive here. My goodness, you just brought it up. Straight line drive to the basket. Playing some really good basketball.
Yeah, but the Thunder defense continuing to make plays. The Thunder are engaged right now on the defensive end.
Yeah, and you're loving it too because the Pistons have these opportunities. How about this? This is another drive to the basket. You and I were talking about that.
Initially on SGA, now they switch. See that quick double team. Holmgren back out to the perimeter. Dort, extra pass. Wallace loves the corner. And he beats the shot clock. What does he decide to do? Crosses up on Beasley. Got to the baseline. Out over everybody. No, but the tip is going to be good by Dort. He just slipped in there to beat the buzzer. All right, thank you, Paris. And Michael, I know that you had those 42 points in the paint circle. There is Jalen Williams, first play of the third, playing through a little bit of contact, and going to the line for the and one.
Yeah. And, you know, the Thunder just kept going there, too.
Oh, SGA, that's what he does best. Those post passes that he likes to front and get those long arms in there. On the other end is Chet Holmgren with the swat right on the backboard.
Wow, how did he do that?
Been a two-way factor. There's another punch away and another Detroit turnover. It's what the Thunder were doing in the first half. Wallace, what a pretty spin. Kind of a no-look spin and then off the window. Here is Chet again. It's SGA. Wants the step back three and got the step back three. Nothing but nylon. Holmgren had a notion on the three instead. Got it right back from J-Dub. Took a little bump and plays through it. Duran just gave him a little bit to get him off his spot, but Holmgren's had a nice night.
Pistons, veteran leaders.
Holmgren, a series of fakes, then uses all the wingspan that he's got. Oh, SGA missed it point blank, got it back. Using his length. Wallace back outside. The drive, J-Dub, and they're going to call a blocking foul, and it's down for the and one. Now Detroit employing that zone. 3 seconds, SGA. Tough fadeaway shot, and SGA on the step back right over Beasley drains it. As he's now 2 out of 12. Hartenstein between the legs. Outside! Joe splashes it home. As Wallace makes his move on Waters, and a nice take and a nice finish. Maneuvering down low, 5 seconds to work with for Holmgren. He's gonna have to make something happen. On Beasley, inside Holmgren, left hand, and Holmgren! The Pistons, as Dort got taken out of the play. Hartenstein, nice deflection. Kenrich is tied up, and instead of calling the jump ball, it is Reed, not Thompson. So Thompson not with 4 fouls, he remains at 3. Joe ran right into 2 defenders. And Thompson gave it right back. As the offense has gone totally dormant here in the fourth quarter. Schroeder, that time swallowed up another block for Chet. That's his 4th of the night.
That's tough to do on Dennis Schroeder. He's a quick strike guy.
Dort wide open. That's good.
The Thunder can just kind of get some stops here. How about that? That's a stop that I'm talking about.
Incredible season continues.
Yeah.
And the greatest record in NBA history versus an opposing conference is going to go down at 29-1 as the Thunder officially cap off the Eastern Conference slate with the best record in NBA history.
Yeah, just a remarkable number, or another amazing achievement. Let me say that, folks, for lack of a better word. There's been a lot of that with the Thunder over the last week. And going 4-0 during this homestand is pretty impressive as well.